A good day to you, madam. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time. I assure you, absolutely nothing untoward is happening inside. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly. In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully, but, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind. Ordinarily, no. Though such generosity would not be out of character. But in this instance, I fear she has other motivations. Motivations I will not talk about. Were you to try and enter, there'd be nothing I could do to stop you. After all, I am on holiday. Do as you wish.
I should speak up.
Oscar, if you're still in there, listen to my voice. This is not you. Please let me help you.
All I hear is the grunting of a swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this. I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. But all the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh, gods aid me. He does not mean the things he says. You! Help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame. Still breathing. Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but... Wait. Your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it before in Oscar's sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim. I used to be. Now I'm his wife. We married not a 10-day ago. Things have changed rather a lot since then. Had I known this would happen, Oh, who am I kidding? I'd still have married him. Yes, I suppose I love him entirely. You should have seen him on our wedding day. So vibrant, so alive. He couldn't have been happier. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite, fell into dark moods. He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought, but it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed. The last time I left this room, the walls started bleeding, and a portrait of my mother tried to bite me. Flying furniture and screaming portraits I could deal with. But to see my husband reduced to such a state... I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me. And I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him. Oscar's behavior began to change shortly after the wedding. He became withdrawn, working obsessively up in his atelier. I tried to take him some food, but I couldn't cross the threshold. It was as though the house itself didn't want me up there. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't want anyone going up there. I swear it's in the walls, watching.
Strange easel. There's some kind of mechanism.
Take the piggy bank, bitch! Burn her! Roast her! Leave him! He is mine! Do not touch him! Look at me. Aren't I beautiful? Do not touch him! Do not touch him!
There's more to this artwork than meets the eye.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling?
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mr. Carrion. Ah, yes. You were drawn to me. A wanderer, bearing the scent of death. You are familiar with the necromancy of Thay. I have heard the spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the living and the dead. Tell me, what did you make of its contents? Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown. Perhaps one day the book will reveal its secrets to you. Until then, they're best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living. The painter. Yes, I remember. He wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra. My clients are guaranteed absolute privacy in their consultations with myself and my spirits. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism? I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony, but you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me. Do not worry. It is of an earthly nature. It regards a conduit of mine, Thrombo, who has recently deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrombo's body to me, then I will give you what you need to cleanse Oscar of his spectral interloper. It's quite simple. He resented having to work for a living. The undead can be rather lazy in that regard. He was always a simple, contented creature, a beggar to the bone. Perhaps he has forgotten how ungenerous the world can be, or simply prefers to live in the gutter. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his. Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrombo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrombo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them. Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest, as will I.
You feel its connection, its longing to be opened, to share its secrets. You open the book to the first page, with its shifting glyphs and strange whispers. The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand. Around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. Try to grip your hands, try to stop you. But you slam the book shut before they can take you. The whispers, the pain, it all disappears in an instant. You are yourself again.
Sister was always good at hiding, but I'll find her this time.
You recall where you've smelled this beggar's rotten musk before, in Mystic Carrion's chambers. This is one of the runaways he seeks.
Swumbo said not to tell anyone where we went. You were playing too? You must be nice. Like Swumbo. He told me what to do, but he said it very quickly. I didn't understand. All I remember is down the stairs, across the sand, down the stairs, across the sand.
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you. Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched the wrong baldy and got myself buried for the trouble. Stone Lord, he calls himself. More like stone shite. A high and mighty type. Ahem. Oh, I've learned my ways and I'll never steal again.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you. Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched the wrong baldy and got myself buried for the trouble. Stone Lord, he calls himself. More like stone shite. You know Baldy. I mean, I shouldn't have filched him. I'll never do it again. I'll prove it. The stone shit. Lord buried me with my haul. Take it all. And tell him I'm sorry.
Leave me be! What are you doing in here?
The man's stench is unmistakable. Death, decay, despair. This must be Thrumbo, the runaway mystic carrion was so eager for you to retrieve.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own. Mystic. Carrion. You're working for him? Oh no. No. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me. You've met him. How can you need more justification than that? He murdered me. Murdered my friends, snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5 of us. My friend Dallas, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I look back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed. If I knew that, I'd have tried to kill him myself. I know this is gonna sound strange, but I've been watching him, trying to figure it out, and I think he's a mummy lord. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know. I'm not sure, but in the house, beneath Carrion's salon, there's a chamber. He never lets anyone down there, so it must be hiding something important. Perhaps it's there. But be careful if you return to Carrion. He'll know you spoke to me. Make sure he doesn't see or smell you. He'll turn you into one of us, and he'll know I sent you. I don't want to die like Talus did. I want to live. Well, you know what I mean. No matter. This is still the safest place to hide. It's just bad luck. Just be patient. My brothers need me.
No.
Astarion!
Minsk,
please, slow down.
Use
your words.
Likely to die.
Minsk has thought of how you might be a more virtuous vampire. Feast on fish instead. They are made of naught but neck.
It's a sweet thought, but, fish just doesn't have the flavor of full-blooded red meat.
No, you do not agree, Boo. I told you you have been spending far too much time around the table.
Off I go.
You feel its connection, its longing to be opened, to share its secrets. You open the book where you left off, and the voices return, chiding you for your indecision. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known. The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar. promising unholy power to those who can take it. As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will. By your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
Hello, my dear. Yes. No. I'm not sure. I was hoping for something that would let me escape whatever fate Cazador had planned for me. Instead, I found the rite of profane ascension. It grants my kind the freedom to walk in the sun, be free of our hunger, and accrue all manner of powers. All it requires is the sacrifice of a few souls. Souls by scars that look exactly like mine. This rite. It's been Cazador's plan the whole time. He's going to sacrifice me. And who knows how many others, so he can ascend to all this power. I'm sorry, I might need a moment. This is a lot to take in.
Never wanted the easy path.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape."
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the dread Lord's trial. Thou hast shown proof of worthy kill. Present thyself before Baal's will.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This man is known to all Baldurians, and his presence sparks dread in the pit of your stomach. Before you is Sarevok Anchev, a Baalist who almost brought Baldur's Gate to ruin a century ago. Davella was right. Not just an imitator, but Sarevok himself.
This is the court of the dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend. Aspirants of his most profane order. The would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But these are not aspirants. You have brought traitors of Baal into our midst. Harper Worm, the abdicating hero. Your keen sense for this city has withered in your absence. And you, man of stone, as you stood a statue, a helpless ornament, your city warped, changed, became ripe for the plucking.
Sarevok, Baal's least favorite son. Still tied to Daddy's apron strings, I see.
The history they share may be long gone, but the threat of violence between them is as fresh as newly spilled blood. Neither party will let the other walk out of here alive.
What purpose do you have in bringing these heretics to the court of Baal? Speak, or death will be your final word.
Simple. We beat him about the brow and butt until he was dead.
Sarevok once fancied himself Baal's chosen, until we put him in his place. Feel no shame for forgetting him. History shall do the same.
These two have long meddled in my affairs, and my father's.
You get to my age, you have already done everything. Be my guest.
We have already smashed Sarevok's soul from his body once. Boo says it is your turn.
And so, the Harper and the idiot Ranger raised their weapons against Sarevok once more. Your hubris will be your undoing, as it was once mine. Only this time, you will fall, and Baal will have his offering by my hand.
Someone hold Boo. He will not enjoy the bumpings to come.
I will not tolerate impudence. This place shall be your grave. The taste of blood, the tang of blood. It has been far too long.
These wounds would fit a lesser warrior. Although, that is a lot of blood.
Still standing, no matter what you heard.
Oi! Citizen! Get me out of here!
Very well.
Citizen, thank the gods you're here. My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once.
Can't keep me out.
Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Baalist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now. After our chat at Charet's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins. Paralyzed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. I bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round. You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you... well, you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Baal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh?
Mind who you call history, Hollyphant?
The wrinkled orb is correct. Boo remembers the stench of the temple still.
Very good. Now, let's talk and find that temple. This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
My God! Is that Fitz?
Karlach Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you, can it?
Fitz! If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Where the hell have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago?
Neverwinter? Who told you that?
Gortash. Said you didn't even give notice.
Ha! That prick, but... never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you.
I won't lie. They have.
Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything.
First thing first, you saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash.
Right? Oh, I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house.
I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Met my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Karlach, we've a little one on the way.
Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible.
Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up. You can meet Gregor. And the little one in a few months. Are the two of you together?
Ew, no. Just mates. Very good mates.
Oh, that's lovely. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz. I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled?
I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock. Great to have you back, Karlach.
Hope that wasn't a lie. I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
Beg pardon. There is not so bracing as a good battle roll. Do you not agree?
That's because you keep interrupting me.
Oh, Boo! A challenge! I cannot let this go unanswered. 1, 2... Aye, Boo, come now. See how our friend trembles? You have taken the jest too far.
Why, you? What in shadows have you come back for?
You have been the subject of many wrinkled brows between my hamster and I, Sir Bankerbeard. On the one hand, you are clearly evil and deserving of a mouthful of righteous knuckle. But on the other hand, the one in which Boo sits and pleads your case. At the time of our last meeting, Minsk was the evil one. So, we are not agreed on whether we will return here and feed you to a mimic yet.
I see. Well, by all means, keep me up to date. And not even a whisker light. God, you're a boring bastard. Me too, I suppose, because I'm not even tempted to scam you. Take this vault key. You'll find something by way of thanks inside.